Malcolm Riley, Chris Thomas, and head coach Mike Davis. Coach, you can open up with a statement or take questions.
Well, I'm really proud of our basketball team. Madarious Gibbs named most valuable player. He gave his award to Malcolm Riley, and that's really, really huge. It just shows you the development of young men in this basketball program and where they're taking the level of teamwork. And so both are MVPs on our basketball team, all these guys. But for a young man to give up his SWAC MVP to a teammate is really, really big.
Questions?
Coach Richard Walker, Bring Pink Sports in Houston. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Take us back to the 21 seconds remaining in the game. You guys are up by 2, and Southern calls a timeout. What do you say to this team to close the game out?
Well, Coach Marshall is our defensive coach, and I don't mess with the defense, as I said last night. Let him handle the defense, and he make the adjustments, he make the calls. If they work, I'm happy with him. If they're not, I'm disappointed in it. But he's the best. I said it last week, the best in the country. We had 5 guards out of the court for the last remaining, I think the last 5 minutes, and then Coach switched to put Nick in the game. Defensively, I thought it took us a while to make the adjustments with the intensity. It's so tough to, and I think I did a poor job of getting us ready to play today, knowing that we was in the tournament. And so we tried to focus on whoever we play next week. It's going to be a really, really good basketball team. So we're not playing today's game, we're playing today's game to get better for next week. And so I thought Malcolm took one for the team, and when it's a flagrant 1, they choose who shoots a free throw. When it's a flagrant 2, the coach, we choose who shoots the free throws. Our bigs stepped up and made 2 really good free throws. I didn't know who to pick. I was going to go with Madarious, I was going to go with the bigs, and I was kind of wavering. Madarious pointed at bigs, and bigs pointed at himself, and he went and made 2 really big free throws.
Coach Charles Bishop inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Another night, Malcolm Riley, last night 23-11, tonight 18-10. Talk a little bit more about, everybody knows about your guard play, but talk about Malcolm's play this tournament.
Well, back in October, I tried to play Malcolm at the forward spot. He wanted to play the guard spot. And so we fought for up until probably January. And now he's accepting and embracing that role as being a forward. He's a really good shooter against bigger guys, because it's hard for bigger guys to kind of play. And offensively, he's really good on the offensive glass. He rebounded basketball well. He's probably our best rebounder. Chris Thomas was our best rebounder. He took a leave of absence. He was allergic to the paint. So, but I'm really proud of this basketball team. All these guys here, the guys in the locker room, it took a commitment this year that no one would understand, knowing that we had only 1 home game out of 15 games. 15, we had 1 home game. And so when you show your team the schedule, they look at it and they know that you have to prepare. You can't wait to December to prepare. You have to prepare immediately. And unfortunately, it took the Gonzaga game for us to realize that we have to come out and play every possession and become a really good basketball team.
Malcolm, cut, is it just caution there with the bandage, or what's going on there?
Oh, it's a deep cut. Better go get stitches right after this, but I'm gonna be good. You know, I just took one for the team, like he said, and my teammates did it. They got it done. Teamwork made the dream work.
Madarious, what do you think? Which one do you have when you see that play kind of unfold?
I was kind of scared because I seen him get up and I seen him push his blood. So I was just hoping he was okay because it's my teammate and we fight for each other.
Malcolm, can you tell us what you recall about that play?
It was a big possession right there. I seen Biggs get the steal and I just took off. And then once I took off, I seen I had an opening. I went up for the layup and he kind of just clotheslined me. But I know we got good players and the refs made the right decision and Biggs made 2 big free throws. And then that put us up and then we went down there and made a stop and we got it done.
Did you think it was a dirty play?
It was kind of, it was dirty, but it's all part of the game, you know. We it comes like that. It comes and goes. So I just took one for the team.
Mike, the Southern coach said that he feels like that the women's brawl kind of influenced that call. What's your take on that? How do you kind of respond to that?
Well, I just didn't want us to respond the way that game ended. And we had talked about how, players like LeBron James, guys get clotheslined and get fouled all the time, and they'll extend their value to their basketball team, and they just step back, go shoot the free throws, and continue to play. I thought he went for the ball, and then all of a sudden he realized that he didn't want to get it up. He wanted the level to be made to be an and one, and he grabbed him, and Malcolm was jumping. Sometimes it could be a collision where it looks really, really, really bad. And I know Coach Banks, his son, went anything now to hurt us. But once he went up and took him out, he just took him to the floor, and it really looked bad. So it was a flavor too, just by how it looked. But for his mind goes, and what he was trying to do, he was trying to do like any other basketball player, prevent the three-point play.
Chris, in the second half, it was a stretch where the Tigers were struggling. You seemed to take over about 3 or 4 possessions where you were really aggressive going towards the hole. Talk a little bit about your second half.
Well, first of all, I didn't want to lose, I wanted to, I wasn't being aggressive at first, they called the timeout, and Coach kind of got on me, and told me, yeah, he got on me. He got on me, and told me to be aggressive, and once I get a layup, I kind of think I can keep things going, it gets a little bit easier for me as I get a layup. So once I got the first layup, I kind of got my confidence up, and got the second layup, and then I just start rolling, and then when I start rolling, my team start rolling, and then hopefully we came out with the win.
Mike, your slogan this year is "Be Legendary." Now that you won the regular season and the conference tournament, how much will you talk about making history going forward for your opportunity this week?
Well, it's like I talked about last night. We're in a great situation here at Texas Southern. We want to go out and play every tough team we can. We don't want any home games in November, December. We want to go and play a really good team, because when we win, it's big. When we lose, people think they should have lost anyway. We're trying to change that mindset. When we lose a basketball game, we want people to say, wow, how did they beat Texas Southern? And the way to do that is to continue to let them understand what they control. And they can control 3 things. They control effort, attitude, and their actions. And the way their actions, the way they responded to the hard foul was just an example of where we're trying to take our program to when something like that happens. It's important that we go next week. I thought last year we was happy about being in the tournament, and everybody was excited when we went there. We just kind of celebrated being there. This year, I'm not saying we're going to win, but we're going to go and play really good basketball. We're going to compete at the highest level. We prepared ourselves from day one for this opportunity. And so we want to be able to, one day, and like I said again, I told you last night, that it took 15 years. When the guy invented sliced bread, it took 15 years for people to start buying it. And so we're trying to be the sliced bread of the SWAC. We want to be to where we can win 6, 7, 8 non-conference games, win 17 SWAC games, and get an at-large bid. You don't have to depend on winning our tournament. But you only do that when you win big in non-conference against really good basketball teams. And we have players coming in here that can play high major basketball, but our mindset has to be a high level. And so once our mindset goes to a high level, anything is possible. I say this all the time. Anything that can be done in college basketball can be done right here at Texas Southern. We beat Michigan State, Kansas State. For a SWAC team to go and win 2 BCS schools on the road is a big feat. And we had Auburn beat with 11 seconds, and Michigan State, I think, beat Maryland today. So every time one of the teams that we beat win, it gives us the confidence and the mindset that we can do it. And I'm just trying to get high school basketball players, junior college basketball players transferred. Understand, why not come here? I mean, why not come to this program? I mean, you're going to take some bus rides, but as I told you last night, I'd rather ride the bus and go to the tournament than fly and don't. And so we have a chance here to, I mean, I love bus rides. And we have a chance here to do something really, really, really special. But we have to continue, we have to keep our momentum going. And the only way to keep your momentum going is continue to bring in players like this that we have now.
Coach, talk about the versatility of the way the team plays. Yesterday was more up and down. You scored 90 points. Today was more of a bump and grind type game. It was physical, and once again you showed that the team has enough poise to win close games, and that's going to be important going into the tournament.
Well, we played at Indiana. We played at Eastern Washington is really good. I don't think people know how good they are. We played at Tennessee with the matchup on. We played at Gonzaga, who I think will be a Final Four team. When I saw Gonzaga play before we played, I was hoping we could get 30 points. And I know everybody was disappointed. We lost by 40. I was happy, because it easily could have been 60. But we played enough teams that we have seen every system, every situation that you can see. I think Coach Banks, I said it last night, Coach Banks is an outstanding basketball coach. I think sometimes as you watch the game, you just think guys are playing, but he really counted a lot of things that we were trying to do. The tempo and the rhythm of the game was in his favor for the first 30 minutes of the game. And then we started to get some layups. He took away all our drives. He forced our guards to go left with help from the big guys. He forced us to have to make the extra pass, and sometimes we didn't. We ended up turning the basketball a bit short. So it was more of his strategy than was us. But we have to be able to play that style of basketball to be able to win those games.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you guys. Bye.